Hello everyone, welcome to Breath, your 30-day yoga journey. I'm Adrienne, this is Benji, and today is day 5. High fives all around. If you make it to day 5, you can do this whole journey. So today we hunker down and replenish. Let's get started. All right, today we're going to begin on all fours, so come on down to the ground. Feel free to always pad those knees if you need to. Spread the fingertips, and we're going to take everything we've introduced thus far and kind of bring it right into this beginning moment here as you begin to anchor in your breath. Listen to your body, just notice how you feel. Slip into the role of the observer as you drop the belly, open the chest. Inhale to look forward. And exhale to round through the spine, chin to chest. We're beginning with a little spinal flexion today. Inhale to drop the belly, look forward, and then exhale to round through the spine. Now, I'd like for you to find a little rhythm with your breath here. And when you feel inspired, go ahead and veer off the railroad tracks a little bit. Meaning you have the structure, now you can find a little bit of freedom in the form as you tune in to the sound of your breath. And just notice how you're feeling today. You can turn the fingertips around and bring the circles back into play if you need a little stretch through the hands, the wrists, the forearms. You can take extended child's pose. Letting go of the day thus far. Putting your to-do list on hold. And embracing this time that we have carved out for ourselves together. Eventually we'll make our way all the way onto the belly, just kind of following the feeling, nice and slow, mindfully to the belly. And when you get there, I'll invite you to bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Keep the wrists parallel as if they were 2 railroad tracks. Spread the fingertips. Press into the tops of the feet, root down through the pubic bone. Then draw your shoulder blades together and then down the back as you open up through the chest. And begin to lift the chin a little bit without crunching the back of the neck. So keep the neck nice and long. Now probably won't actually get to do this, but you never know. Try to press your pinky toe into the ground. As you open up through the chest, little grace note, see if you can hug the low ribs in just a bit here as we take Sphinx pose. Now find your breath again. Pressing into the elbows. With your breath, inhale, turn to look over your right shoulder. I like to imagine someone kissing me on the neck here. Hey, why not? And then come back to center. Excuse me, and then take it to the other side as you inhale to the left. Get your soft, sweet kiss on the right side of the neck. Thank you very much. And then back to center. Big inhale in. Exhale, tuck the chin, curl the toes under, lift the knees, forearm plank. Yep, deep breathing here. Use your breath to support you. Breathe into all 4 sides of the torso. We're not here for long. Breathe nice, smooth, deep breaths. Don't hold your breath here. You got this for 3, 2, and on the 1, lower the knees, keep the elbows and arms and hands, fingertips where they are, and you're gonna send the hips high, keep the knees down though, and then walk them back, till your spine feels like it's a slide here. Hip creases up high. We're opening up through the sits bones here, so butts up. And you can take a peek, maybe lift your gaze to look and see if your fingertips are coming in or your elbows have gone out wide. Best you can, work to maintain these 2 parallel lines between the elbows and the wrists. Heart to earth pose, big shoulder opener here, big heart opener, big chest opener. Breathing deep.
Staying nice and rooted through the hands, conscious of the feet pressing into the ground best you can. One more deep breath in here. Nice, then exhale, slowly lift the elbows up, hug the lower ribs, lift your chest, come all the way back to that nice tabletop position. And then we'll curl the toes under once again. Take a deep breath in, exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths here, work it out. Marrying movement and breath and movement, inviting the body, the blood, the energy, the energetic body to all be replenished here. All right, from here, make your way up to the top of the mat. You can take baby steps, or you can hop, feet hip width apart or flush together, your choice. Toes pointing forward, just nice conscious footing always. Bend the knees, let the upper body drape here, let the head get heavy. And find a little sway today, a little side to side, feeling your weight shift on the feet. I'm starting to use the sound of the breath to anchor the busy mind. And then when you're ready, bend your knees, tuck your chin, and slowly begin to roll it up to standing. Take your time. And when you arrive, mountain pose, take a deep breath in. And we're gonna squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, and as you exhale, take them back and around and down. Again, big inhale, squeeze the shoulders up to the ears, stand tall. Exhale, back, around, and down. And one more time, just with the sound of your breath. Beautiful. From here, we're gonna take the fingertips forward, cross the right arm over the left. Now from here, we're gonna cross, we're gonna bring the fingertips up and then keep the spiral, keep the cross to come into what we call eagle arms or Garvandasana arms. And if you are confused, again, it's right over left. Bring the fingertips up and then just keep wrapping the arms. Now there's a high chance that they won't wrap, so we'll just do our best. Then we're going to lift the chest up here. Inhale, lift the elbows up. Listen carefully. Exhale, bend the knees, send the hips back, and we're going to round into a little ball. So as low as you can go, just do your best. Really send your weight back into your hips, dig into your heels. Good, here we go. Press into the feet. Inhale, stand tall, lift the elbows. Exhale, send the hips back, bend the knees, get down low, drop your center, drop your weight into your heels, push your weight back into your heels, and then inhale, lift up. Good, again, bend the knees, weight back in those heels. Send the hips back, round it through, chin to chest. Again, really send the weight back into your heels. If you fall back, that's all right. We'll catch you. Good, and then we rise up. A little similar to yesterday. Open the arms, open the chest as if you're waking up in the morning. Nice big stretch here. Second side. Here we go. Left arm crosses over the right. Fingertips up. We'll continue to wrap it around. And then here we go. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the chest. Draw your navel in. So draw the low ribs and the belly button in. Find that containment. And then here we go. Bend the knees, send the hips back. Send weight into the heels, round it through, chin to chest, navel draws up and in. If you want, you can lift the toes here. And then here we go. Inhale, stand up tall, lift the elbows. Careful not to splay out through the ribs too much, so keep that connection to center. And then here we go, back down, bend the knees and the hips back. Lots of weight in the heels. Push the envelope, navel draws in and up. Good, and then inhale, we lift. Stand up tall, draw energy up from the arches of the feet. Good, last time, chin to chest. Here we go. Bending the knees, sending the hips back, squeeze. And all the way back up. Nice. Open it up, take a deep breath in, stretch, deep breath out, stand up tall mountain. Good, inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, find length in the neck, hug those low ribs in and up. Good, then exhale, soften and fold everything. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step one foot back, then step the other foot back for plank or half plank. Root through the fingertips, ground down through the knuckles. There's not a lot of pressure in the wrists here, believe it or not. Now hug the low ribs in. The way we also take care of that is by connecting the core, right? Engaging the core. Reach the heels back, inhale in, exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the right leg up high, nice and slow, no need to rush. Good, feel it out here. Find your breath. Inhale, lift the right heel a little higher. Exhale, slowly shifting forward, squeeze and lift, and then step that right foot all the way up. Good, pivot on the back foot. Inhale, sweep the fingertips forward, up and back, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two, open it up, nice and wide. Straighten the front leg. Inhale, reach the fingertips all the way up and back, big stretch. And exhale, cartwheel it all the way down, bending in the front knee. Pivoting on the back foot, coming into your lunge. On an inhale, reach the right fingertips up for a twist. Big breath in, big stretch, lots of energy in the fingertips. Good, then exhale, bring it back down. Nice. Plant the palms, step it back, plank pose. Inhale in, exhale to downward facing dog. All right, inhale, lift the left leg up high, nice and slow. Claw through the fingertips. Breathe here, check it out. Hug into that midline, pressing into both palms evenly. Good, on your next breath in, lift the left heel a little higher. Then exhale, shift it forward with control, nice and easy. Step it up. When you're ready, pivot on the back foot. Front knee is bent, we're anchored through the outer edge of that back foot. Inhale, sweep the fingertips forward, up and back, warrior one. Oh. Good, exhale, warrior two, open it up to the right. Pull the pinkies back, remember head over heart, heart over pelvis here. Nice bend in that front knee. Now inhale, straighten the front leg. Lengthen through the left side waist as you reach back, nice and long in the back of the neck. Good, then exhale, have fun here, cartwheel it all the way down. Back to your lunge. Pivot on the back foot, and on your next breath in with energy in the left fingertips, reach up towards the sky, big replenishing twist here. Good, on an exhale, bring it back down. Plank pose or half plank. This time, inhale, look forward, shift forward. Exhale all the way to the belly. Inhale for Cobra, Bhujangasana. And exhale to soften and release. Inhale to press up to plank or all fours. And exhale to your downward facing dog. For this downward dog, turn your toes inward. So we have like a pigeon-toed dog. And notice what that does. You can use your eyeballs here to see what that does with the ankles, the shins, the knees, the thigh bone, the femur, and then those hip creases. Beautiful. Now we'll straighten it out just a bit, but maybe keep a little bit of inner rotation. So the toes are turning just a bit so that inner thigh, the thigh bone can internally rotate. All right, let's get off the hands, bend the knees, inhale to look forward, exhale to make your way to the top. You can step, you can hop, you can do-si-do, grapevine. Inhale to lift up halfway. When you get there, follow your breath. Exhale to soften and fold in. Good, root to rise here, ground through the feet, spread the fingertips. Inhale, reach high towards the sky, big breath, big stretch. And exhale, bring the palms together. And slowly slide them down to your heart, relaxing your shoulders as you do so. Close your eyes and just observe the breath. Notice how you feel. Try not to fidget here. I know it's hard, and if you do, it's all good. You know, you do you, take care of you. But just, right, we just want to bring awareness to that. All right, inhale in. Exhale, keep the hands where they are. You're gonna bend the knees, send the hips back. We've already been here before. Feet are together, really together this time, so walk them together if they are not already. Send the hips back, and we're just gonna shift our weight a little front and back so that we can eventually start to really feel what it's like to send
kind of can be scary at first to send a lot of weight into the heels. In fact, you might challenge yourself by lifting your toes here. Really keeping that connection to all four corners of the feet. Samastiti. And then lowering the toes, sinking down a little lower if you got it. All right, check it out. Inhale in, exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Inhale in again, exhale, take your right elbow over towards your left knee. Now work to anchor right elbow on the outside of your left thigh. And then take your bottom hand, your right hand to a fist. Use your top hand to grow long through the spine, maybe sink a little lower. Breathe into your belly, you got this. Squeeze the legs together. Good, then slowly release. Straighten the legs, careful not to lock the knees. Let the head hang forward. Standing forward fold, Uttanasana. Take a deep breath in. Long breath out. Palms come together. We reset by bringing the hips back. Ooh, just a little hair toss. Utkatasana, palms together. Second side, here we go for the twist. Inhale, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, sink a little lower. Good, inhale, send the outer edge of the left arm now to the outer edge of the right knee. Bottom hand becomes a fist. Use the top hand to press here as you rotate the chest, the heart, opening up towards the right, maybe even up towards the sky. Finding length in the spine, dropping your bum, holding on to your center, breathing deep here. Inhale in and exhale, let everything go. Awesome, inhale, halfway lift. Nice, long, beautiful neck. And then exhale to soften, let it all go. Nice work. Bend the knees, plant the palms, step one foot back, then the other. Plank pose, inhale in here, exhale, hips up high and back, downward facing dog. So for this last bit of action, we're gonna walk the feet up to shorten the dog just a bit. And the heels can be super lifted, no worries there, knees can be bent. Then we'll press into both palms evenly. We're gonna hug the low ribs in and we're gonna practice just lifting our right hand. And it's not about doing it and mastering, it's about what needs to happen to maintain balance when we throw ourselves insanely off balance by lifting the right hand. Good, and then place it back down, lift the left hand, see what happens. And you just kind of go off the course and then come back to center. Your breath has to change. We're building strength. We're looking at our patterns. We're looking at who we are. And then bring the left hand back. One more time. This is it, guys. Stick with me. Right hand lifts. You can stay here experimenting, or you can take it to the outer edge of the left thigh, left shin, or maybe even to the left ankle. And then we'll press into the left palm and turn to look underneath our left armpit chest. Breathing deep here in this down dog twist. And then releasing, taking it to the other side. Take a little break in between if you need to. Grabbing the outer edge of the right shin, right calf, right ankle. And then using this, just like we did in that Utkatasana twist, to find length in the spine and rotate, turning our gaze to look underneath the right armpit chest. This is challenging, guys, so just use this opportunity to explore, to learn. Breathe into your belly. And then slowly release. Awesome work. We're gonna walk the feet back out, draw the navel up and in, shift to a plank pose, inhale in, and exhale all the way to the ground. And then we're gonna walk the feet together, squeeze the legs together as if they were now one leg. Press the pubic bone down into the earth, press the tops of the feet down into the earth. And we're gonna interlace the fingertips behind the tail for a little locust variation. So knuckles are gonna draw down towards the heels as you open up through the chest. Inhale, just keep it nice and low. We don't need to push or press here. Breathe into your belly. Draw the shoulder blades together. Open up through the chest. And then maybe we lift the chin just a little bit, pulling back a little bit so that we're not crunching here. You can even hear how this changes my voice, so it's definitely going to change the flow of breath and prana, energy. Stay here, or option to inhale in, exhale, inhale, lift the legs, exhale, maintain. Breathing deep here. Tuck the chin again, careful not to crunch at the back of the neck. One nice long line from the crown of the head to the tail. Breathing deep here. Inhale in, one last breath, and then use your exhale. Follow that breath as you bring it all the way down. You're gonna bring the palms together and rest your head on the palms as if they were a pillow. Not as if they were a pillow, let that be your pillow. And then bring the big toes together, let the heels splay out. And take a rest. Close your eyes. And feel your breath, feel your belly on the earth. Again, close your eyes, soften your jaw. Feel your breath. And then turn to the other ear, the other side. Relaxing a little bit more. Remembering that, yes, big twists, good exercise, eating healthy, nourishing foods, all these things so replenishing, but also rest, right? Nice rest to balance it out. All right, bring the head back to center for the rest of this. I'm gonna guide us to move as if we were in water. I know it's crazy, but just hear me out. So we're gonna slowly slide the hands underneath the shoulders, curl the toes under. As if you're moving through water, you're gonna press all the way up. And walk the knees underneath the hips, swing the legs to one side. Whoa, catch a wave, inhale. Exhale, slowly make your way back to this seat you may remember. Close your eyes, sit up nice and tall. And observe your breath. And if it feels right, lift the corners of the mouth just a bit because you did it. You showed up here today. And I really do believe that a little goes a long way and that the daily practice really pays off in the daily living, helping us replenish that which needs to be replenished so that we can feel good, so that we can know or have a sense of who we are, and so that we can show up and serve. Palms together. Lift your heart to your thumbs. Take a deep breath in. That's it, folks. Let's exhale, bow, head to heart, and whisper, Namaste.